Smokin Tobacco's coverage of the 2024 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show is brought to you by Drew Estate, the rebirth of cigars.
What's going on, everybody? Matt Tabacco from SmokinTobacco.com. I'm here at PCA 2024 with coverage brought to you by Drew Estate. I'm at the JC Newman cigar booth with none other than my very good friend, Drew Newman. Drew, how are you?
Doing great, Matt. Thank you so much for stopping by our piece of Cigar City, Tampa, Florida, our El Relo booth here at the PCA trade show.
Looking fabulous as always. This has become a staple of this trade show, the JC Newman booth.
Thank you so much. It's our booth is a quarter-scale replica of our iconic El Relo Cigar Factory in the Cigar City of Tampa, Florida. It's made from 1,000 pieces of recycled cardboard, 26 feet tall, 25 feet wide, 20 feet deep, and it's just a really unique way, but we wanted to bring a little piece of Tampa right here.
You know, you guys have done a great job with that, and I have to ask, is it the same booth every year, or do you rebuild it every year?
It's the same booth. It fits into 3 crates, and so it's very efficient. It just packs flat and then gets stored and comes back out.
Because I was curious with the cardboard, I'm like, how does it not get all like destroyed? But you guys protect it pretty well.
So I think it has like a life of like 8 uses, more or less.
Okay.
And so I think this is year 3 of this actual booth. But it's also the way it's built too. It's very modular. So if like someone destroys or marks a piece, we can just reprint that piece and then put it back in, and so it's very easy.
Sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Well, you know, you guys have the last few years you brought some interesting products to the trade show. I mean, you've had a lot of your, you know, you got your Diamond Crown brands, you got a lot of your core legacy brands that everyone knows you for, that you're famous for.
Thank you.
And I feel like the last few years you've really put a lot more into focusing on the stuff you're making at El Relo in the United States, in Tampa.
Right.
And you've also done it in a way where, you know, you've either honored, you know, historical brands like with Angel Cuesta, or you've honored, you know, stuff that was important to you guys in the community, such as with Leroy Neiman, and now you got the Tampa Smokers line here, which is really cool because you guys are really leaning into the heritage, not just with the brand, but also with things outside of just the brand that also maybe represent the community, which I think is really cool.
Thank you.
It's very like historical, just very outside the box, and I think very important, you know, to reserve that history. So tell us a little bit about the Tampa Smokers project. It looks cool. I don't know much about it yet, but it looks cool, and I'm excited to hear what you got.
Well, let me share. So cigars and baseball are 2 of America's pastimes. If you went to a baseball game 100 years ago, you were sitting in the stands with a cigar. And so we want to celebrate both these traditions by bringing out this new line of Tampa Smoker cigars. As you know, Matt, Tampa is Cigar City. Tampa didn't exist before the cigar industry came to Tampa in 1886, and a century ago, everything in Tampa was connected to the cigar industry. So, of course, our minor league baseball team was cigar-themed as well.
Yeah.
From 1919 to 1954, our minor league baseball team was known as the Tampa Smokers. And you can see in our display, we've got a vintage jersey here that says Smokers, and there's a cigar on the front. Can you imagine a jersey?
I know.
Of a professional baseball team jersey with a cigar on it? But that's what we had in Tampa. And behind there's a photo from the Smithsonian's collection of the 1947 Tampa Smokers team. And so we wanted to celebrate this history, the tradition of cigars and baseball, the tradition of the Tampa Smokers baseball team, by bringing out these very special cigars that are handcrafted in El Relo in the Cigar City.
Really, really, really cool stuff. So is this a core line product, or is this a limited edition product?
I would say it's both. Every cigar we make in El Relo is limited by the fact that it is a boutique factory. We have 2 rollers rolling the Tampa Smokers, and they roll 80 cigars a day. So it's limited, but it's an ongoing item. It's an ongoing cigar that we're rolling and are excited to share. We have a few sort of samples that are here that were rolled when we were developing the blend in the fall, but the cigar is going to reach cigar lounges around the country, hopefully in time for World Series in October.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Now, I see this humidor that you have the box on. Now, I'm getting this vibe after the NBA one that we saw last year. Does this have any kind of reclaimed wood to it?
It is.
Okay.
It is. So the humidor is unique. It's 5-sided. It looks like the home plate at a baseball stadium. It's that diamond, and it's made with a special wood from game-used Major League Baseball bats. So when you think of like a slugger going up to home plate, hitting a grand slam, the bat breaks. What happens to that bat? The bat can be used to make this beautiful humidor. So 3 game-used bats were used to handcraft this beautiful humidor. It features the mitering that looks like the stitches on a baseball, and it's just a really unique piece, and it tells the great story, and it helps us highlight the fact that cigars and baseball have gone, I was going to say have gone hand in hand, they've really gone hand in glove for 100 years.
Yeah, I like that. How many of those humidors are going to be made?
We're going to make, the goal is to make 50 of them this year and also have them ready for World Series.
Very cool, very cool. Now, I know last year we saw the Leroy Neiman.
Yes.
And now this year we'll have the Leroy Neiman again, but now it'll feature a new piece of art.
Exactly.
Is the blend the same, though?
It's the same blend, but it's a new shape.
Okay.
So last year's cigar was a Toro. This year's cigar is a 7x50 Churchill. And our goal with Leroy Neiman is to create new, special, limited editions each year, with each year featuring a different piece of art from Leroy's collection. And so this year's Leroy Neiman cigars are packed in cabinets with a lithograph of his Left Bank Cafe art, which depicts a bunch of friends smoking cigars together in Paris.
Nice.
And we decided we chose this piece of art because this year is the Summer Olympics, starting in July, and then those will be held in Paris. And Leroy Neiman was the official painter of the Olympics for decades. And so we're going to release this year's Leroy Neiman cigars in time for the Olympics this summer. And it's just a beautiful cigar, handmade at El Rouleau with the gorgeous Havana wrapper. And every cigar is wrapped with a lithograph of the Left Bank Cafe art.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you guys have done a great job with that, and it's really cool. Something really refreshing and bright, and again, just more of the, I really just love all the stuff you guys have made at El Rouleau, all, the American and just with all those cigars. They're great cigars, they're well made, and I love the stories behind them and the history, because I'm into that too, and there's no one better than, I think, JC Newman to do that. I mean, given how historical you guys are as a family, as a company, as a factory, I mean, just the whole thing.
Thank you.
Excuse me. And again, it's really cool to see. So congratulations on all the success you've had with it, because I think it's really important to the industry, the community, just everything. So
thank you so much.
Nothing but the best for you guys on that.
We're just trying to tell the story. As a 4th-generation, 120-year-old family business, we have just so much history and knowledge and stuff in our archives, and we just want to tell the story of cigar making and Tampa and the United States and keep that tradition alive, which is why we've made El Rouleau into a destination. Matt, you were just talking about how you and Nicole visited in 2021. Last year we had 15,000 visitors come through our factory for tours, tastings, events, cigar rolling classes, and so much more. And this year we're on track to exceed 20,000.
Wow.
And so we're really trying to make El Rouleau the destination for cigar tourism in the United States, just like distilleries on the Bourbon Trail or wineries in Napa Valley or craft breweries. And so hope that all your viewers will plan a trip to the Cigar City and come visit us in Tampa.
Absolutely, and I'll be down in Tampa with Nicole next month, and we'll come by the factory again and hang out with you, so we're excited about that. I know, me too. All right, Drew, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate you talking with us. Guys, stay tuned for more coverage on PCA 2024, brought to you by Drew Estate. Take care.